Now they've come out with saying that milk is a better hydrator than water. What a load of bollocks. Again, the scientific study wasn't in depth enough. Two, it was done by scientists, and you've got to think that the dairy industry is worth absolutely fucking billions. So, because the dairy organisations are so powerful, this could be the reason why they're saying that milk is a great hydrator. Now, they didn't talk about people being allergic to milk. They didn't talk about how when they're making milk, when they're pasteurising milk, sorry about that, when they're pasteurising milk, they're denaturing it and causing lots of problems. And that milk is just generally not really good for adults as we get older. So I would say don't listen to the programme because next week there'll be another programme that says everything is excellent. So 1 minute something is good, the next minute something is bad. All I would say is that if you want to really learn, either book a practitioner like myself and we can have a debate on everything, or read books about certain areas of health and wellness and diet. Now they're talking about detoxes and how bad they are. Now, everyone I've had to do a detox, including myself. I don't do detoxes that you buy in a shop. There's specialised detoxes that I do. You need to do the organs all in different sequences in which to make sure that you don't get too toxic or you cause any damage inside the body. Now, I'm a great believer in detoxes. I'm a great believer in fasting. I'm 47. I'm in fantastic shape for my age. I'm as strong as I was when I was in my 20s. So that's proof that detoxing, staying away from dairy, eating a meat breakfast is much, much better for us. And there's hundreds of YouTube videos where guys and girls like myself are talking this. And the other thing you got to remember is that the bigger percentage of people that are having cereal, drinking tea and coffee, drinking alcohol, smoking, not exercising, are all fat and sick. So you've got to remember this, they're poo-pooing things, which is scaring people and giving people misinformation without having a proper study. So this woman on the programme, she's not a doctor, so she's just a presenter. So what does she fucking know? Has she studied anything to know in-depthly? And the same with a scientist. A lot of scientists are bought and paid for by different big companies to poo-poo things in which to make money. Does that make sense? So now they're saying about detoxes, now they're going to say that they don't work. I've seen it work with clients. They lose a lot of weight, the body's getting in shape, they feel better. I've had clients with chronic knee pain, back pain, shoulder pain, get them on a fast or get them to detox, and then pains and then problems disappear. If you really want to educate yourself, buy Paul Chek's book, Eat, Move and Be Healthy. It's full of a lot of practical information. He's been using the system that he uses for 30 years. I've been using the system that I've been using I've been working out for 27 years, but been using detoxes, vitamins and minerals and stuff like that for over 18 years now, and always got success with clients if they're willing to listen and take on board what they need to take on board. So if you get to watch this programme on London Live, take into account that she's not a doctor, she's only a presenter. They've got different professionals in where they've not done conclusive studying. They've not done it on enough people, for one. And two, you've got to think who's behind the scientific research, who's paying for the scientists. And like I said to you, with juicing, it was coming out of a carton, it wasn't fresh. With the milk, pasteurisation is very bad for milk. So raw milk, if you're going to drink a pint of raw milk, would be much better for you than drinking pasteurised milk. And then she was talking about supplementation. You can do dowsing, you can do muscle testing to find out whether the supplements are right for you. I treat everybody as an individual. No one person gets the same. Sorry about my glasses, I sat on them today. No one person gets the same thing. So I don't give everyone vitamins and minerals. I might give somebody huge amounts of different foods in which to boost the system. But in my studying so far, many people have got leaky guts, many people are in adrenal fatigue, many people are totally confused about what to eat and what to drink, because what they're saying in this program today will be different totally tomorrow. One day eating 10 pieces of fruit is important, the next day you've got to eat 1 piece of fruit. Another day bacon and pork is bad for you, the next day it's brilliant for you. So what I found with my research and by me using it on myself for the last 27 years, I know exactly what works. And then with the more in-depth studying with functional diagnostic nutrition, being a Chek practitioner, studying that system I started in 2003, qualified as a master in 2012, is a long time. And seeing trends that don't work and trends that do work. So a lot of this media bullshit that's out there is to keep you sick and tired. The more that they keep you sick and tired, the more that you have to go and see your general practitioner or your doctor. The more that you're on medication, the more it keeps the big drug companies making a lot of money. And you think, well, why would the government want to kill us, but then they want to ban, then they want to stop us from smoking? Well, if our government was really invested in us, one, they would legalise cannabis because it's got lots of health benefits. That's been proven time and time again. And there's many books that I can suggest that you can read on the benefits of smoking cannabis and taking in cannabis oil for stress and rebalancing the body. So why hasn't the government, legalised cannabis? Why do they legalise alcohol when alcohol causes more detrimental damage than cannabis in the long term? Scientific research has proven that. The same with why hasn't the government said to everyone, right, if you exercise and you look after yourself and you're seeing a trainer, you will get a discount on your gym, you'll get discount on any health things that you may need, especially operations and stuff like that, in which to really get people healthy. Because the government is run by money-making government. That's why we've got more taxes than ever before. That's why, the cost of living keeps going up and up and up and up and up and up and up, simply because they want to keep us stressed as much as they can. So what I mean by that is that I don't have a mortgage, but if you have a mortgage, you're stuck into that mortgage for the next 30 odd years. So then you've got the stress of the economy going up and down. You've got the stress of you may lose your job. You've got the stress of trying to pay that mortgage every month. And then all the added extras that you need to pay on that mortgage. So these huge amounts of stressors are causing early death in a lot of people. The same as the government, to buy a packet of cigarettes now is £11, which is really good, but people are still smoking. It ain't going to stop them from smoking. The same as they're cutting sugar down in sweet drinks, which I agree with, and in lots of sweets, which I agree with. But it ain't going to stop it. People will still do the same thing. Because when you're chronically stressed or emotionally stressed, what's the first thing you do? Chocolate bar. If you're stressed at work, what do a lot of people do? They get home and they have a bottle of sugar water, which may be the wine that they're drinking. And wine converts into alcohol, which is all from sugar. And that's why their bellies get big and their waists get bigger, because they're putting too many calories in and not burning the calories. So really, in my opinion, what the government should be doing is saying to people, right, you must exercise or you'll be fined. You must get to bed on time. You must do all these different things that I educate my clients about, in which to keep healthy so you don't become a burden to the NHS or your private health company that you're with. So fundamentally, at the end of the day, is that many of these BBC programmes are all putting a different spin on things, which is confusing many people. So if you're confused and you need help with your diet, your lifestyle and your wellness, I use many techniques, and I use some things that are 3,000 years old, or like meditation can go back 2,000 years. And the doctors are saying that's good for you now. The doctors are saying that mindfulness is good for you. The doctors are now saying that yoga is good for you. They wasn't saying that 10 or 15 years ago. And the other thing that you've got to remember is that If we go back to the 1920s, the 1930s, the 1940s, the 1950s, up to the 1960s, the 1970s, our soil was not depleted. Our soil was very healthy. So you was eating a bigger percentage of organic food. And that's why my grandma is 83. That's why your granddad may be 90 and still be living a long, healthy life, because of the food was fundamentally more healthier than what it is now. So people are dying much younger now because of drugs, because of stress, and because of how denatured our foods are. Because of the soil is not healthy. If you look at a smoker's lung to a lung that somebody that lives in London, you will be absolutely shocked because of all the toxins in the air. So it's all right talking about, don't do this, don't do that, eat this, eat that. Fundamentally, you're going to live as long as your genes are going to let you. But the way I look at it, I want to live as long as I can, doing as many things as I can, wonky glasses, to keeping myself as healthy as I can. And this is what I do for a living, keeping people healthy, keeping them away from the doctor. I've had many clients come to see me, and they've been to see the physio, they've been to see the osteopath, they've been to see the chiropractor, and nobody's been able to get them out of pain. And I look at changing certain things that helps reduce the pain. I look at their stress levels, I look at your diet, I look at your movement, I look at your breathing, I look at your thinking. So I look at many, many different areas and try to change things over time in which to get you back to peak health. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed this long video. I'm Scott Bryant of Active Bryant Systems, and I look forward to chatting to you again soon. Don't take the notice of the media. Really book a professional if you really want to get healthy and you're serious about getting healthy. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.